Hi there guys, I hope you are having a good day. Now, Joe Parker seems to be interested in Dillian Whyte, and that is a rematch he would like to explore. Now, he put up this kind of montage of the knockdowns of their fight. There were three of them. Obviously, Joe Parker was dropped twice. One of them was by a headbutt, but still he received the count. And Dillian Whyte was dropped once in the 12th round. Now, there were talks of, oh, what if Dillian Whyte had to stay in there for another 15 seconds or one more round, then he could have been stopped. The fight's 12 rounds, so Joe Parker needs to get him out of there in 12 rounds or win on the judges' scorecards to get the victory. So at the end of the day, Dillian Whyte was the one who emerged victorious, but a rematch is one that could be interesting. What is also interesting is Joe Parker is in talks to have a rematch with Derek Chisora, who he did actually beat. Now, that was also a close fight, closer than Joe Parker versus Dillian Whyte, so that rematch needs to be sorted first. But if he is to beat Derek Chisora, then a rematch with Dillian Whyte could also be on the horizon, although Whyte is going out to America next, it seems, and it seems he will be facing Jermaine Franklin. Perhaps he stays out in America for his next fight after that as well. One thing that is interesting about that one is Eddie Hearn said it will accommodate a UK time zone, so it will be earlier in the day in America, and that will obviously mean it will be closer to prime time in the UK. They did not say prime time UK, so not necessarily 10 o'clock, but they did say it would be earlier so that it could accommodate a UK time zone. So perhaps that makes for an early evening event between Dillian Whyte and Jermaine Franklin. I would imagine that going out to America is for him in some way to get a bigger US following, to announce himself on the American stage. So why do it to a UK time zone? Why not just fight then in the UK? Is it just to get out there on the DAZN platform? Because obviously Eddie Hearn is now with DAZN in the UK and the US. So he doesn't really have Sky Sports telling him, hang on, we want our prime time. We want primetime UK, 10 o'clock. We want you to prioritize that. But then he has DAZN on the other side saying, we want you to prioritize US primetime. Now, obviously, it is split because he has DAZN in the UK and the US now. So he doesn't have Sky Sports saying, we want our primetime. He has DAZN telling him to split his shows. So that means that Eddie Hearn can have a little bit more freedom when it comes to making certain fights, because he doesn't have to appease Sky Sports in the UK. I just think that if Dillian Whyte is going to fight similar to a UK time zone but in America, why not just do it in the UK? There is obviously some reason behind them taking it to the US, then his next fight after that will likely be in the US, and maybe that's what they're doing, looking to put it on a UK time zone in the US, but then the second one will be to accommodate a US time zone and be about 5 o'clock in the morning in the UK. Maybe they're looking to build Dillian Whyte into the US market and still try and keep a hold of primetime UK so that they have the numbers when making that fight, because obviously Dillian Whyte is big in the UK. That being said, there is still possibilities that he could face Joe Parker. There is still possibilities he could face Andy Ruiz. That's a fight they would like to explore, although Ruiz seems to be focused on getting another fight with AJ, and Dillian Whyte is going towards Tyson Fury for the WBC. So they're kind of on different courses, meaning that fight is unlikely in the near future. But a Joe Parker rematch is an exciting opportunity for them to explore, although I do believe that Dillian Whyte will prioritise getting a world title opportunity. He's taken the risks, he's taken the 50-50s. Now his next 50-50 or even 60-40 favouring the guy he's going to be fighting will likely be a world title opportunity. That is the main goal for Dillian Whyte, and after the slip up against Povetkin, he does need to save all he can for that world title chance. So, I mean, Dillian Whyte, you're not going to blame him for taking opportunities that come his way that will steer him towards that world title chance. That is what I believe he will be doing. He is already looking into ways he can enforce his position to become a mandatory to Tyson Fury. Eddie Hearn has confirmed that they are looking into ways that they can be called as mandatory, because that is the right move for Dillian Whyte next. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? The possible rematch between Joe Parker and Dillian Whyte. There aren't any talks going on, negotiations haven't started just yet, just Joe Parker wants that rematch. He said in that caption of his social media post, "Let's do it again," or something like that. So he does want to get back in there with Dillian Whyte, but for him, first it will be Derek Chisora, I would imagine. And for Dillian Whyte, it seems it will be Jermaine Franklin in the US, but after that, there's definitely the possibility that it could happen. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also leave a like and grab that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.